Righty palette. Okay, so about a week ago, the other week, I looked back on the first video that I made for YouTube, which is about 5 weeks now, because I have been working on another video, been editing another video, and that all takes time and becomes time consuming, so it's probably approaching the 6-week mark now that I've been working on it for. On this perspective. Oh, jolly. And I remember at the time of making it that I was somewhat mortified by it when I watched it back, and wondering what I might think of it now. Sort of, I watched it back, and I was like, oh, it's actually okay. I could have just put it straight up on YouTube. I did not have to go to the extent that I did with the. I did not have to edit it the way that I did. I went to a great deal of trouble of editing it, doing all kinds of fancy things to it. Okay, so I put it was actually amongst their minds and the colour in black and white. A few days ago, I looked back on the first video that I made for YouTube, and I remember how I spent a great deal of time unnecessarily making a great deal of edits to it. It was very rough. It was raw, the way a first video for intended YouTube should be. Alright, yeah, so actually 6 weeks. 6 weeks ago that I looked at that footage and realised that it was perfectly fine to put up on YouTube as a first raw intended video. And since then I have been distracted editing another video, which started off 6 weeks ago as a 1 hour thing. I spent an hour on it, and then it developed into a great deal more. It became more and more, and so I have been working on that. What else? Yes, time consuming, a lot of time involved, and to get it right, to get it exactly the way that I wanted to get it. Yes. So yes, that did take 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks ago that I looked at that. 6 weeks ago that I looked back on the first video I did intended for YouTube, and looked back on the footage, found that it was actually perfectly fine. Could have gone up exactly the way that it was, and At the time I felt a great deal of need to edit it, however, that didn't need to be done, so yes. And so that is why I am putting the raw footage up. Yes. I think much better now, the way they were. Welcome. I filmed it. I did 3 takes. I could have done 4 takes. I actually did 5 takes. It took me about 60 minutes. It might have taken about an hour and a half. Can't remember now, a bit vague. And then I watched the footage back. I was mortified. I was quite shocked. Yes, being that I did not know how I was to be perceived on camera from my point of view, and so therefore quite shocked. However, and something very important, that night back in August when I recorded my first video intended for YouTube, okay, it was actually July, because I uploaded the video to my first video to YouTube about the 1st of August. So I actually filmed it the first week of July. It was quite confronting to see myself talk on camera for a while. It took quite a bit of adjusting to. In the months leading up to being motivated to do a YouTube channel, I had filmed it all in my head, which is so. I had not viewed myself speak for a while on end, and I was surprisingly jittery. Although that night in August when I did that filming, it was freezing. It must have been about 1 degree. Trying to interpret the vision that I had in my head at the time onto camera and trying to communicate that in an effective manner. Yes, quite the challenge at the time. Indeed so. And I've been very busy with editing and keep filming. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Arr, arr, arr. Well, what's really funny though, well, it's actually not funny. What's really funny is that I've actually spent, just before that I said that I have spent the last 4 to 5 weeks now putting the grand collage together. Really it was just a handful of videos that I decided that I wouldn't put up individually and that would just be better off words are good, tangled together, put together. Anyways, yes. And so the last 5 weeks for that, and yes, that I have ironically spent more time on this introduction. I choose to do something which is something which needs to be done. from my perspective, my artistic perspective, there's something I need to do, the editing, and yes, it can become arduous sometimes, but laborious, yes, I suppose, arduous more so, and have a vision in my head. Well, yes, that is true, but more so just to get it done the way that I feel that I like to. I have spent a great deal of time so far. More times I would have actually preferred on the grand collage. I just wanted to get it right, and taken quite a bit of time on and off over the last 5 weeks to do that now. Very important to me, and sometimes these things just take effort and time. That's it. And look back at it and I was like, oh, this did not need to be edited at all. This is just fine the way it is. I didn't need to do anything to it at all. I could have just, as I said, put it straight up on YouTube, and it would have been just fine for a raw standard, for just a raw first YouTube video. And so and it would have just been completely terrific to spend 3 hours on it, 3 hours on the grand collage, 3 hours on it, and that's it. It would have been completely terrific to get it all the way I wanted in that time. But as I kept going with the editing, as I progressed along with it, I just kept getting new ideas. New ideas. It extended. It started off as a basic concept until I get it right. That's it, really. Keep going, and keep going until I feel satisfied with it, until it's exactly the way that I want it. These things just need to be, got to put effort into these things until one is completely satisfied. It simply just takes time. It might take 6 weeks. And it's fantastic if it takes half an hour. It's fantastic if it takes an hour. In a very short amount of time, that's terrific. Doesn't necessarily work that way. Because I'm going to put those takes. I have edited them. I have edited them. I did edit them. I have done that. Again, I've edited. Editing is fun. It's actually not laborious or arduous. It can seem to be that way if I'm working on something for longer than I would prefer, like trying to get something correct the way that I envision it. Editing is fun. I actually love editing. I'm using Windows Movie Maker, which freezes up a lot, especially if you're working on a lengthy piece, which is going longer than 10 minutes. Windows Movie Maker actually freezes up about every 5 to 10 minutes, which can be frustrating. However, editing is fun. I greatly enjoy the process. It only becomes arduous when I'm trying to figure my way through a piece, putting a video together. When I'm putting together the flow, I've spent a total of about 30 minutes editing, and it's 3 takes, 3 videos put together, 5 takes. And so I suppose I was going to say all this in the description down below, describing the video, and I thought I'll just do the video instead. So this is the introduction to the raw footage, the actual raw footage of the first video that I filmed for YouTube. Raw. Here it is. Good evening. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. Very good. Actually, I've been rehearsing that in my head for the better part of a fortnight. I've been thinking about this for a couple of months now, and doing it right now in front of the camera, quite different. I've been going over and over it in my head. Actually, every day for maybe the last 10 days, I've been doing this in my head. And today I said, that's it, I'm doing it, just doing it. I do have a rough idea of what I'm doing. I have some ideas. There are a few things that I can talk about, a few subjects that I can cover. Okay, so today, no script, no notes, just me and the camera. I didn't want any script. I didn't want to keep looking down at the script. I didn't want to rehearse anything. Get it done. The point of today, get it done. It's like a goal. Action it, do it. The only thing I have to work on is one of the things I have to work on is that timer. So I actually I walked around and I haven't quite figured out the timer on this camera. For taking photos I have. For the video, I haven't, so I had to jump around. Okay, actually jump around. That's a song from the 80s, I think. It is a song from the 80s. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my lair, my realm, full of mystery and surprise. Okay, I promised myself that I would do that. I was going to make it look really impromptu. I was going to make it look random, spur of the moment, and it's not. I've actually had that in my head for a while. So, the purpose of a YouTube channel is to benefit. It's to benefit the community in some way. So if I do a video, hopefully to entertain, inform, educate, hopefully to educate, hopefully to elevate, if possible. See, that's the whole thing, is that I actually can only think of about 3 things at once. I can remember 3 things at a time at once. So I can't remember 5 or 6 things, and there were a few things, 5 or 6 things that I was going to talk about. I'm going to try to remember them. I just didn't want to use a script. I really didn't want to use a script this time. And I didn't want to edit this at all. I didn't want to do any editing with this. Okay, so... Okay, yes, of course. course, the one blank. What am I actually going to do? Yes, I just remembered. So I can talk about spiritual things. I can also, I love movies and music. I love movies and music. What else? Oh, very creative things. So spirituality, movies, music. I don't know where the channel is going to go. I do have some ideas. There are things that I can talk about which are related to spirituality, movies, music. I would like to follow those three avenues. However, I don't necessarily want to throw other people off by covering too wide a range of subjects. If possible, I will just stick to the one subject, but spirituality, yes. Movies, yes. Music, yes. The main point of today is getting this video done. That was the main thing. And it's been my frustration for it has been building up so much over the past week. I was going to do it. It's going to get done. That's it. Okay, do it. So, thank you for watching. I am the Grotty Poet. Talk next time. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. A lot of frustration. I have been thinking about this for some time. I've been thinking about this for 3 months, probably 4 months. I've been rehearsing this in my head every day, usually between about 2 or 3 a.m. For the better part of a fortnight. So finally today I am doing it. The whole purpose of this video, get it done. That is the whole purpose. That is the only purpose. I have an idea on what this channel can be about. There are a few subjects that I can talk about. There are a few subjects I want to talk about, and many opinions. Yes. Today okay, so no script, no notes, just me and the camera. I will probably edit. The most important thing was to get the video done. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my lair, my realm, full of surprise and mystery. Wah! Wah! Okay, I rehearsed that. That wasn't random. I was going to throw that in, so I did. Yes. Really the most important thing is just to get this done. Yes, that was it. Okay, so I thank you for watching. I am the Grotty Poet. Thank you for watching. I am the Grotty Poet. Talk next time. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. There has been frustration. I have had this. I've been wanting to do this for 3 to 4 months now. I have been thinking about it fairly intensely, meaning that I've been rehearsing it in my head for the better part of a fortnight, and then constantly between 2 and 3 in the morning, I've been rehearsing this every day for a while, and so finally today, get it done. The purpose of this video this evening, get it done. Get this done, get it up on YouTube. Action the goal, yes. There are a variety of subjects that I can talk about. I can talk about spiritual things, movies, music, opinions. Everyone has an opinion. I have an opinion. Actually, in all honesty, I really just wanted to do this today. There's no particular subject about this today. Just doing this. That's it. I have been so frustrated, almost desperate, just to get it done, just to do it. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my lair, my realm, full of mystery and surprise. I thought about that too. Okay, so yes, it's terrific, it's great, it's going to be terrific, it's going to be great. Yes. So, I am the Grotty Poet. 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 Thank you for watching. Talk next time. Okay, so I'm actually sitting here thinking about it all, thinking about what I've been doing, and I've been thinking about what the content of my channel will be. Yes, music. Yes, movies. Yes, movies. And in actual fact, it's absolutely freezing here. It is freezing, and having trouble concentrating, actually. perhaps it's better if I do my thoughts out loud. Okay, so yes, no script today. I didn't want to use a script, no notes. Problem in that. I can only remember three things at one time. So if I'm thinking about three things at once, actually, I could usually remember two of them, and I have trouble remembering the third one. And I was going to talk about five or six different things today, perhaps. Though I would have trouble thinking about those, so I have to take pause and then, you know. Now, I love movies. I love music. Music. Now, a little bit dramatic. Okay. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. I am the Grotty Poet. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel.